two very large boxes. Is 3-inch. Yeah, I can see that they'll fit lovely. And the horn was just going off. A little bit embarrassing. So today I took delivery of two large boxes. Now this was a bit of a guilty pleasure purchase, but it is something I have wanted for quite some time. And I just never really had the spare funds or found the right product to purchase. But these were available, and believe it or not, these were via the Gensuki scooter forum that I'm a part of. And there's a chap on there, username unknown, and yeah, he sort of put these out there, and I kept looking back, and I thought, I need to get these. So let me show you what I'm chatting about. So here we are then, guys, two very large boxes. Now, I'm sure some of you can probably guess what is going to be in here, but I'm very, very excited to see what's inside. So let me grab a knife and we will open them up and I'll show you guys what I've purchased. So I think you guys can pretty much guess what it is that is hiding underneath this bit of cardboard. And it is an Advan A3D. Now these are very similar and can be mistaken for the A3As, but these have the grooves here. So this is the A3D. And I have two that are just the Advan faces, and the other two are the rarer Advan Racing. But yeah, I will be restoring these, because as you can see, a little bit of light corrosion on the face, but this is expected for a 40-year-old wheel. They all come with the centre caps, which is fantastic. They are a 3-piece welded, so I will have to split these because I'm looking to buy much wider lips. So I'm not sure yet. The offset's very similar to my Volk Racing, which is just in there, which was spec'd to the car. I can't remember if these are 6.5 and 7J also, but yeah. They will have to be split, and I'm sure the faces, yeah, the faces are welded at the back also, so that's going to be some great fun. But yeah, I absolutely love 3-spoked wheels. Some of you will know when I had my Toyota Glanza when I was 21 years old, I had SA3Rs, and I absolutely love those wheels, and I still do. But there's something about 3 spokes. Anything 3-spoke, I just love. Hence why, when I saw these, I knew I had to have them. But yeah, that is one of them. So, let me get the other 3 out, and I'll show you the complete set. So here we are, guys. It's all 4, and I've just measured them. So they're actually 7.5 and 8s. And you can see here that these have the rarer Advan Racing faces. So these will be the rears. And then those ones there that just have the Advan. But yeah, all new hardware will be added. Not quite sure colour scheme yet. I was possibly just going to go like a safe bet. And just go for a silver with a polished lip. I'll definitely be having a polished lip. But yeah, I'm going to retain the red. I do like the red. There is an image I've seen, I'll post it up here, of one that is in silver with the red, and I really like how clean it looks. So that's possibly the route that I'll be taking. All new valves. But yeah, I hope, because 8 is quite wide for an 86, but these ones, which you can't really see under the cover, but these custom wheels, which I had made, They are 8 on the rear with a little bit of stretch, but these are obviously larger. And this is the good thing with having the air suspension, is that you can adjust to how you suit it. But yeah, I can see that they'll fit lovely. I'm so excited. I really do love the look of these wheels. They're going to look so good, and they do look good on 86s. So it's going to be a little while. I'm still in the process of finishing these panels, but by the time this video is released, these will all be complete and in the car. But I couldn't help myself, and it's actually been about 3 days since I've had these and actually opened them. I have all of the original centre caps, which is amazing. And I think they're actually a company, Pine Engineering might do them. I think they remanufacture these, as far as I'm aware. Because speaking to a couple of people, it may be Pine Engineering that I use to purchase the lips, as they already pre-drill all the holes. And I'm sure they actually remanufacture all parts for this particular wheel, or all 3-piece wheels. So yeah, you can see here that they all have the original labels, and I love things like this. And if needs be, and we do end up replacing the barrel, I will be certain to carefully remove these and retain these, because I do love originality. But yeah, they all could do with a refurb, as mentioned. They've all got very light corrosion all the way around, but it's not much at all. This is probably the best condition, as you can see. But yeah, wanted to show you guys, and yeah, I'm really excited to get on and making a start on these. And the first thing to do, I think, is to try and remove all this original hardware and find some nice replacements. Apologies for the poor lighting, guys, because it is obviously dark now. It's almost 5 o'clock in the UK. But just to show you, I have turned the wheel. I've driven this now for about 20 minutes, and not once has the horn sounded. So in a previous video, you would have seen that I had issues with the earthing, and the horn was just going off. A little bit embarrassing. So that's where we need to get to. And if you can just see, the wire is actually fraying, and I didn't see that before. I will strip some of this wire back, and I'll get that on to that. And there we go. That is much better. And the horn would just sound as and when it liked. But coming to a roundabout, as you can see, absolutely nothing. So that earth strap I previously produced and fitted has done the job. So heading back to the farm now, and I will refit the cover, and that is another job ticked off the list. So literally just got back to the farm. Car is running really well, and the air ride is perfect. No leaks whatsoever. So what's nice as well is, which I was kind of expecting, to be fair, is that all the programs of all the heights which I've set haven't been deleted when I disconnected it from the battery whilst we were carrying out the work. So that's good. So all of them have been stored. So yeah, with regards to the horn, as I just mentioned, really happy with that fix. So now I'm going to get it into the unit, and yeah, we can fit the centre cover, and that is a job done. Just before I reverse the car back in, I completely forgot, and I've mounted, finally, after many years after the restoration of this BMX, I finally have mounted it onto the wall of my unit with my random array of signage. So yeah, this is just held on literally the bracket which your pedal hooks onto, and then you have this little plate here for the front wheel to sit on. Otherwise the bike obviously does tend to want to lean because it's heavy at the front. But I'm really happy with that, and it is so light. I forgot how light this BMX is. I can quite simply lift it back off, use it for what I need it for, and put it back on. And it is no longer on the floor as I'm trying to make room in this unit. But yeah, wanted to show you that. But yeah, very, very happy with that. And if you haven't seen the restoration videos of this, there is a playlist on my channel, so take a look and yeah, let us know what you think. But for now, let's get this back into the unit. So that is another job done. I'm very happy with that. It's that little loom you would have seen me made. I think it was a couple of videos ago. I should have done that a long time ago. I just had it wrapped around the shaft. But yeah, that's worked. Really happy with that. So that's another job done. So with the air ride tested, what I can now do is get this up and yeah, we'll try on these new wheels. I've removed the wheel. I'm now going to try this one. Managed to find a couple of wheel nuts because these are like the 60-degree taper, whereas the nuts that hold the OEM teeter wheels on are like this. They have like a shoulder which sits in the wheel. But yeah, I'll get this on and I'll see if I can actually get something to allow the wheel to sit, so I can actually get it off the jack, and then we can have a look at how it fits within the arch. It's on, guys, and it looks tiny in this arch. I mean, these arches are pretty big on the Ae86, but it looks tiny. Considering that is a 13 and this is a 14, it looks lost. But what do you guys think? And now with it sitting on the car with the lower black, I'm now thinking that if I was to paint these silver with the polished lip, we'd almost lose the detail of the face. So now it's actually on, I'm thinking possibly keeping it as is with the black and the red detail, and then with the polished lip, that'll really pop. But what would you guys do? What's your guys' opinions? I'd love to know. But yeah, I love it. It looks really nice. So I need to find a bit of wood, and hopefully I'll be able to lower it onto the piece of wood to get an idea of the size of the dish I require. Because if you have a look, it's quite a way in. I'd say it's at least an inch, which would make this a 9J wheel. Now with that, I'm worried about my selection of 14-inch tyres, because they are quite difficult to get hold of. And this is why I was tempted to replace the barrel also to keep it at an 8J wheel. But I'm going to have a look tonight, see what I can find, and go from there. With regards of cutting through the weld, there are a couple of options. One of which I've seen that they put the cart on axle stands and run it in first gear, so the wheel is spinning. And they use either a saw blade or a grinding disc cutter. But I'm not quite sure. As long as you get it central into the weld, we should be okay. I don't mind damaging the lip, I just don't want to damage the barrel in case we keep it, because this is obviously going to be replaced. But yeah, that's going to be in another video, I think, because that is going to be very, very time consuming. So I found myself a fence post and another random bit of wood, and the wheel is now sat nice and securely. You can see here the arch gap is ridiculous, but there is always that possibility that I was going to modify the air ride for the rear, or even convert back to spring with adjustable perches. I was never really happy with the height of which I get at the rear here. The air ride really is mainly for the front, just so I can tilt it up to get myself over speed bumps, etc. The rear is not really needed, so yeah, that may be a future mod. But for now, I've measured the wheel, and the original dish, if you can see here, is 3-inch. And I placed my ruler against the edge, and use just straight edge down on the external of the arch, and it is exactly 25mm. So I will need a 4-inch lip. What that now does is brings the whole width of the wheel to a 9J. And I don't know if I'm going to have the option of having a 14-inch tyre with a 9J wheel. So that's some research I'm going to do tonight. If not, then I am going to have to struggle at getting these faces off because they are welded on the inside, which is going to be a lot of fun. But yeah, I then will need to order a barrel an inch less in width, so then I can retain this as an 8J wheel. But we will get there when we get there. The first task is going to be cutting off the lip, which is what I will do soon, and you'll see that in a future video. But what do you guys think? Do you like the idea of it? And would you prefer them in the black or the silver? Because they're the two colour options that I'm tempted to go for. But yeah, keep an eye on my socials because I'll keep you up to date with fitment. So I'm going to take a little bit of time now, measure it as best I can, get it to where I want it, and also have a look at tyres as mentioned to see if I can get a tyre that would fit a 9J wheel in a 14-inch. And yeah, we will go from there. But if you enjoyed this video, please like and subscribe. A massive 81% of you that actually watch my videos aren't actually subscribed to the channel. So if you could whack that button, that would be awesome. But with that, guys, thank you so much for watching, and I hope to catch you in the next one.